everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another beautiful day here in North Carolina. Still hadn't got cold yet. We're about 73, 74 today in the sleeveless shirt, but I'm hot-natured anyway. Enough about me and the weather. Gonna try to get Glenda out today. Been several months, I think since maybe July, since I had it out running when we harvested the oats. Need to get down here to the shop and see about getting this adapter plate mounted up, what all kind of fabrication I'm gonna have to do, so that we can go around back and be able to pick that 10-foot grain header up. Hopefully you've all seen the video on the grain cart. I'll put a card up there on it, but started building on that, so I need to know what kind of height I'm looking at and how easy it is to get it on and off the cart frame there, and get some measurements and start fabbing on that. So let's see if the old girl will fire up after a couple of months. I'm not sure if I showed you my start mechanism or procedure, but we'll go over that again for anybody that's new. Kind of hilarious right now, but we're going to alleviate that during the winter months as well. Stay tuned. Back to the boat tank again. I'm gonna have to put some gas in it too. Won't do much running. This old girl loves the fuel. Me and the wife are actually going to the coast in a couple of days. Today's Saturday, November the 18th, I believe. We're going over Thanksgiving this year. But anyway, they have a hardware store down there that is just amazing with brass fittings and valves and stuff like that, and they're so cheap, believe it or not. So I'm gonna make a list and wait and get all the fittings I need for the regular fuel tank when we go. I need to get some more fittings for my tire machine as well. So right now we're just gonna put this unit on there and put some gas in it, show you my start procedure, and see if we can get it pulled out there. I never did blow it off after oats, so we're going to pull it out here in the field and get it blown off and get it down there to the shop. Well, nothing this afternoon is going as planned. I can't get Glenda to fire. I've got fire at the plugs and I've got gas. I don't know if I got her flooded or what, but not wanting to fire up, so we're going to let it sit. It's in dire need of a tune-up. I mean, I think the plug wires on it are original and points. We did put a newer coil on when I got it from Luke and Coleman, but anyway, we'll just mess with it here in the barn. I got the adapter plate lubed up. I got all the spring latches halfway working. I still can't wrap my head around exactly what is going on as far as what all I'm going to have to do. I may have to take this on and off because of this plate right here. I got to see what it looks like. It's almost like this bolts to one of the other heads, so I don't know. I may have to unbolt it, you know, strategically, but we'll see. I get the bottom hooks in. I thought I'd turn the camera on, and then we'll see about getting these top latches, if I can get them latched, and then we'll go back here and look and see what I got. This has got the position for 4 hooks, and I want to say that on the grain head, somebody's cut the top hooks off and put them ones up here. So I don't know. I might work it. No, that's not going to work either, because the corn head is off of a whole lot later model, I think K2, and it's got the things over top. Anyway, we'll get it figured out here in a minute. Fighting against myself. Let me get one side done. Sorry about the loud noise, guys. There we go. See how that works? It pushes in and you kind of push it down. It's just spring loaded, and it's tapered, of course. You get it down here in the smaller slot, holds it in, and then you're just supposed to be able to pop it with a hammer like that. I'm gonna make me something where I can push in and push down at the same time. Wooden handle on a hammer works pretty good. Well, to get really anywhere we don't have shadows, sun's glaring down. But anyway, so on the Gleaner system, you've got down here you got spring loaded pins. So this one had a hook on it there, and then so the adapter, which would be normally like the head, would have a hook on the bottom, and then my combine has a hook on the top. So this is the 4-hook design of the older ones, and then like I said, we'll go back here and look and see exactly. I can't remember, but they did away with the top hooks, and you put the bottom ones in, and then it's got that piece of pipe like on my other adapter. So it works out pretty good. That's not I want to say, don't quote me again, I may be wrong, but I want to say that the K and this A2 are closer in feeder house width than the F and the A2. So I like this. This isn't near as much of a step down from, well, this is actually a step up coming in the head going in the combine, so it might work pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. Well, if we don't get carried off with the box elder bugs, we'll go through this again. Somebody has cut these hooks off, and I've heard and read something on forums where a lot of people have talked about, I guess, farmers doing this. So my understanding, this head would have had 4 hooks on it, and it would actually mount right to that plate without any other fabrication. But somebody has hacked this off because they're running a pipe up here. So if the hooks are stationary and your combine feeder house doesn't have a place for these, that's why they whacked them off. So I'm gonna go down here and look at the other head we got. Well, this makes sense because this is definitely off a later model K Gleaner, because it's got the variable speed unit on it. But you can see plain as day, there's provisions for them, but hooks have never been there. So this runs just the bottom hook and then the pipe, just like the corn head does. So the other grain head I've got is definitely off of an older machine, and I think that the K that I had was one of the very first ones that they made, so that may have a different, I don't remember how it hooked up. Let's see, the grain head was on it when I got it. We unhooked it on site before I knew anything about it to haul it, and I don't think I ever hooked it back up, so I'm not sure how it worked. But all right, well, we'll figure out something then. Me standing in front of the camera is not what you're supposed to be seeing right now, but my editing game has gone downhill fast. I'm starting to erase clips before I finish the video up for whatever reason. I have no idea. But you saw me pull Glenda out of the building, and after that we went around back. I got some footage of pulling up to the header, talking about the adapter plate. That looks great. Then my grandson came around there. He wanted to get in the combine with me, so I gave him the camera to my mom, and I had her film as we came back around the corner of the barn there while he was sitting in the floorboard. All that's gone. I don't understand. It's only 3 clips that I can't find in the recycle bin. But I was going to finish the video up after that before we really got started on working, so I'm going to have to throw something in here to round it out. And it kind of worked out because a little bit's changed since then. So I'll turn the camera around here and I'll show you something, and we'll probably just call this one good. And once I get the other parts here and we start actually some fabrication work, then we'll start another video. Imagine that, jacking another video clip. You're gonna get in the camera somehow. Try to make this quick, guys. Some of it may be repetitious. Saw me working on the adapter plate in the beginning of the video, got everything situated, saw me pull Glenda out. That's where we come with the missing clips after we looked at the heads. So I think we looked at the heads before that. But anyway, so what needs to happen is this bar right here will eventually get bolted to the top of this. You can see how much wider it is, of course, because it was for the F. So I've got to cut this down. I was going to cut the bar down too. Dylan went to pick up some parts the other day at Oakley's. I asked him to price one of these bars off of K or K2. Very reasonable. Not worth my time to cut this and re-weld it the right width when I can. He just unbolted it and bring me one so that way I can keep this one together. Once that gets here, then we'll get an exact width of what we need to be here. I think I can cut this chunk out right here between this set of bolt holes, weld it back together, put me a flat plate, 4 bolts there. We should be good to go. Once that's good, we'll bolt it down to the adapter plate. The drive system looked pretty good the other day when I pulled it up against the grain table, so shouldn't have a whole lot to deal with there. And then we should be able to move the heads around with Glenda the way I need to. And I think in the future, I think I'm going to build me some kind of head mover, if you will, that'll go either on a tractor 3-point or a front end loader or the loader or something like that. But that's another story for another day. So we've got a lot going on, guys, with the projects here. Hope you enjoy it. I need to get this going and get this situation ready so I can finish up the header cart and get the head in the building and start working on it. So definitely stay tuned for a lot of wrench turning videos if that's your thing, and we'll see what happens. So thank you for following on the journey with me. Really appreciate all the support and kind words. If you got any questions or concerns, don't hesitate dropping them down in the comments. I'll answer them best I can, and we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Until then, thank you.